Hello, welcome to Pure Soul Alchemy. I'm Gabriela Espinosa, and I'll be taking us through a psychic surgery soul realignment process for the next 20 minutes or so. So find a comfortable place where you can relax, rest, and receive your treatment. It's most beneficial if you can be laying down and having your eyes closed while receiving this treatment. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of channeled shamanic operations through my perception and vocalization of what I'm perceiving on the inner energetic grid. We are opened in ways which allow these technologies to come into your physical reality and enact change on your behalf. Allow your mind to relax into the words and phrases that you're going to be hearing. And try not to focus too much on meaning or interpretation. Just relax and receive the energy waves. Notice any attempts by your mind to try to hold on to these words and phrases, and just simply let them go and let yourself go deeper into the healing transmission of what's being said. And if you fall asleep, that's great. It's quite helpful to replay the session over and over, and this will take your healing deeper and further. And if you find the session helpful, please give it a thumbs up, click the little bell to subscribe, and be notified about future sessions. So today's session is a shamanic treatment for releasing fear and your attachment to it. So when fears are running continually, there's this phenomenon where we begin to see this fear as a normal part of life. We become attached to it. And then there begins to be a fear of releasing the fear. And so in this session, we will deconstruct fear pathways, and deactivate unconscious fear-based living orientations. So before listening to the session, in your mind's eye, connect to where you experience and re-experience fear on a regular basis. Allow yourself to question this false fear-based reality and to easily extract yourself from it. Allow yourself to assume your new normality based in peaceful existence and the knowing that life is kind and the world is a loving place. So bring this to the forefront of your attention as you receive these alchemy applications and as we begin our session. So go ahead and lay down, relax, close your eyes, and begin breathing deeply, naturally. Feeling into your body, feeling into your breath. And notice where you feel any sensations or lack of sensations. And envision your breath reaching every part of your body. Whether you have sensation there or not, bringing the life force through your breath everywhere. Noticing your body is relaxing even more. And continue this breath awareness as we continue with our session. So we're going to begin by connecting with our divine physical and non-physical intelligence to align completely with our own core essence, aligning with the fundamental and essential aspects of ourselves, aligning with the earth, the sun, the moon, with our own Mother, Father, God self, with our own inherent creator self, and a right placement in the universe. The purest healing source within us is our own deepest aspect. We agree to serve as our own healing agent and to serve from and as our own ultimate inner counsel, the all that I am. We now invoke, welcome, and receive our beloved Mother and Father God Self to exact their loving, divine, blessed grace directly into our healing proceedings today. Great. So we're going to begin by removing overactive fear archetype constructs, releasing any intermingling with our higher conscious exactitude, comprehension repair, intermediary recovery, releasing planes of assault, demoralization, compromised rhythms. Removing, releasing fear-based imagery, sound bites, and clips held in our energy field, in our being, in our body, in our psyche, anywhere within us. Removing fear-based imagery, sound bites, clips, fear-based motivations, structures, and initiating the path to wellness, moving beyond the veil of fearful illusion that has been superimposed over the right to your beautiful life experience. Extracting fear reenactment and rehearsals, extracting and removing, demolishing fear-based reenactments and fear rehearsals and replays. I'm going to do some clapping, clearing there, just to help break up the energies. Vocal rhythms reformation, dissolving the pull or any pull towards replicating fear over and over and over again, dissolving the pull, any attraction, any magnetization that we have that pulls us towards replicating fear again and again and again. All right, let's go ahead and do a dissolving, a taking down, tearing down of false fear-based identities, self-identifications, locating and identifying and removing any insinuations of fear reprisals. Energy reconstellation, new form reactivation to life, life-filled properties, vitalistic-filled properties. Context for life, upgrading to locations of safety and free will in every avenue of our existence and experience. Connectivity repair there, removal of unsafe, hidden barriers, electric constructs in our mind, brain, nervous system, body, and more. Spirit level rejuvenation, and rejuvenation of our corrective, peace, assertion, limbic system, strategization. We want to clear any self-imposed and externally imposed limitations, releasing corrupted ideals, Releasing corrupted ideals. We want to clear a sense of failure or a fear of failure, and that has negatively impacted our comprehension, worthiness, logistical application. We want to clear corrosive tethering from there. Initiating a mental body reframe and reorganization to a completely different reality that successfully thwarts any suggestions of fear. And it thwarts this at every turn. Initiating a complete relocation to our divinity rights. We are completely relocating our being to our divinity rights, to health, love, wealth, and happiness. We want to clear negative fear-based impactions, heavy-duty laden burden, upsprings. And we want to clear any negative dispensations. We want to clear any addiction to worry, fear, anxiety, and distrust. I'm going to hang there for a bit as that is clearing. We want to clear through the body pathways. We want to clear any physical interlooping. And we want to do a process for reclaiming our bodies back from fear-based entanglements, constrictions, and compromises, contaminations. So complete relocation to our divinity rights to health, love, wealth, and happiness, facilitating our own discovery of this and bringing this new timeline into our life and into the world now. We want to do a chest, heart, thoracic cavity process for unburdening. When unburden woes, heavy weight. Okay, yeah, unworthiness. We really want to wake us up. So we're going to wake ourselves up to our right to thrive, our full rights as a sovereign being on this planet, in our bodies. Great, we want to clear, remove, detach a detrimental life flow and any energetic suggestions or impulses based on that. We want to release those. So we're still working on unburdening the entire chest cavity, the heart, but the entire chest cavity, including the lungs, the ribs, the intercostal tissues, muscles. All right. Deactivating and removing fears that are running continuously. These could be from our childhood. These could be generational. These aren't even our fears. These happened to great-great-grandpa or something like that. Fears that are in the culture, in the mass consciousness, or fears that happened to us when we were little. So deactivating and removing fears from any and all source that are and have been running continuously. interrupting them, deactivating them, and reclaiming our right to thrive, right to be. Deleting these at their source and any sub-stories associated with them. Deleting fear neural pathways and their negative, disempowering associations. Yeah, fear that has been lodged in our neural pathways and any and all negative, disempowering associations. Regaining our light-filled footing, grounding in our light, from our light. Deactivating the phenomenon where we see fear as a normal part of life. Our normalcy bias, or we're clearing normalcy bias. Deconstructing and deactivating unconscious fear-based pseudo-realities. Deconstructing and deactivating unconscious fear-based pseudo-false realities. Removing our attachments to the fear stories in our psyches that play out in our psyches and in our families and in our bloodlines. Right, let's go ahead and do a deactivation, neutralization of charge. This is with regards to fear that comes from the outside, fear that is suggested to us, where we typically get triggered somehow and take the bait and then run fear through our nervous system once again. We want to interrupt that cycle. Removing, deactivating any attachment that we may have to the fear stories in and from our psyches. Releasing the fear of releasing our fear. The fear of releasing our fear, fear of releasing our fear stories and characters and plots. And let's clear addiction to trauma drama. Great, inserting our full power, our full choice, reclamation instead. Recovery into the subatomic level of creation and beyond. The essential spark that we are. I'm going to sit with all these processes for a while here. Let's clear fear-based inner judgment. Let's clear conditioning and having been conditioned towards a response, towards a particular response, and expecting a particular negative outcome. We want to clear on that. Let's clear in wide-held interferences, those held by us, but also those the interferences that are held by the vast majority. I just want to say a whole lot of other people holding it. We don't have to go with the crowd. We don't have to do what they do, especially if a big crowd of individuals are scaring themselves. We don't have to do that, or allowing themselves to be manipulated into scaring themselves. I'm going to do some clapping, clearing. This is at the heart level. Great. I want to put online giving yourself full permission to let go as deeply as you possibly can of any hidden fears and trauma, fears that are based in trauma from the past or in the world. All right, next one. All right, so fear, all caps, it can be translated, or I've heard this translation before, as false evidence appearing real. And so we're going to work around that right now. So allowing yourself to question the false evidence, to question fear-based false reality, pseudo-reality, internally and externally. There's so much blatant lying and fear-mongering going on that it's hard to know what is what. But you can tune into your body, and if it feels off, your body will alert you when it's something is not true, or a half-truth, or a manipulated truth, manipulated to somebody's own agenda. So really allowing this questioning. And then, of course, followed by digging and searching and inquiring. And ultimately, trusting our own inner knowing. We are all connected to the truth. What is real, what is true. And so really allowing our internal truth compass more and more of a place in our life. Seeing through falsehood easily. Allowing falsehood, distortions, and fear to dissolve as your old patterns of believing in these false storylines are being obliterated and releasing big time. No longer believing false evidence that appears real. Settling our bodies, our systems, our nervous systems, our psyche into the truth that life is love, that the world is a kind place. There's way more kindness and love in this world than we are being led to believe. Setting a new tone within your being to easily extract yourself from any fear-based lies, falsehoods, etc. So setting this new tone in the center of your being, which is the truth of your being, and settling into the truth of your being. especially when there is a question or a fear that has been activated, an old fear that's been activated. So easily and immediately, you are now assuming the new stable, safe, hospitable, positive, and hopeful life experience. Allowing this to settle into your body, into your psyche, into your breath, into your conscious awareness, into your life experience on a regular basis. A new way of being in the world that is more deeply based in peaceful existence, the right to thrive. And gratefully and graciously accepting the responsibility of right action and the knowledge that life is kind and the world is a loving place. Aligning our cellular awareness to this. Creating this in ourselves. Creating this in the world. And creating this for our future to come. Right, so we're now closing down our session in life, light and gratitude and blessings. Thank you so much for tuning into Pure Soul Alchemy. I highly recommend that you listen to this session repeatedly, and this will help take the healing effects deeper and the operations further. So if you found the session helpful, please click the like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And to schedule an individual session and for more information, please visit www.puresoulalchemy.com. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.